What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. We're gonna go over Sandbox, guys. Continuing to push higher here. We're sitting at 677. There are some important indicators we have to watch. We're up 11% on the day. Bitcoin's consolidating and Metaverse is just pumping. Market cap 6.17 billion. 24-hour volume 2.26 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, sign up to the world's fastest crypto growing app. Grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback and crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime. Travel incentives depending on the level of card that you have. So here we are with Sand, guys. So our entry was here at 495. I had just added this to the DCA strategy, so I didn't get in on this trade. But I have gotten into Sand on this pullback here. So we're up about 35% on that trade. So you can see here we came up, we hit our take profit zone, and we rolled back to our bounce zone. So what I did was I entered right around 591 with a stop loss, and we've seen a nice little bounce. So as you can see here, we have a bull flag pattern. You come up, create a flag pull. Of course, Metaverse projects are just exploding, even when the rest of the market is consolidating, and sometimes even when the rest of the market is moving back down, these projects are just going crazy. So your target for this bull flag is all the way up here at about 745. Our next take profit zone is 726. Of course, use your own discretion. These take profit zones, they line up with levels of resistance. If you got in down here and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna hold for a while, you do you. I encourage that. I just dropped them in for reference. Remember, guys, it's not financial advice. I am a trader, so I'm always taking profits. It pulls back, I re-enter. It shoots up, I take profits. It pulls back, I re-enter. That's just me. That's how I trade. I buy support and I sell resistance. All right, guys. So this bounce zone will now turn into a buy zone. Buy zone. We bounced right off of it. So what you can do with bounce zones, as I just mentioned, is you can enter your trade and then set a stop loss underneath, because what I like to do is I like to get in a little bit lower. I'm always watching the 4-hour RSI, and I like to get in when the 4-hour RSI comes down about halfway, because if it does come all the way back down to oversold, I have a lower average price, right? I have a better entry. And especially with these coins that just go parabolic, when they do come down, they can come down hard and they can come down fast. All right, guys, so we're on the 4-hour time frame now. Do keep an eye on these bearish divergences on the 1 hour. Create a higher high, we create a lower high on the RSI and a lower high on the money flow. Of course, this can be invalidated if we do push higher here. But our last pump, we were up at about 87 on the RSI, so that's quite overextended. So let's go over to the 4-hour time frame. So you can see these divergences as well. But it can be invalidated, guys. If Sand just continues to pump higher, the RSI can come up and invalidate the bearish divergence. The same thing with the money flow. And that does happen frequently with these coins that just absolutely take off. All right, guys, just going to quickly close this. As we can see, Sand is up another 14% today. Engine, 12%. YGG, 9%. Mana, 8%. So you can see Alice, and there's Gala. So you can see all the Metaverse projects are your top moving coins. All right, guys. So that's why I've added 3 of them to my DCA strategy, so I can start trading them, make some money. All right, guys. So our next level of resistance, take profit zone 726, 793, and 966. So I want to jump over to the daily time frame. All right, so here we are on the daily. Now we do have these targets based off our Elliott wave theory. Go from our swing high back in March all the way down to the swing low. Here's the start of your bull run: impulsive wave 1, corrective wave 2, largest wave 3, corrective wave 4, and impulsive wave 5. Maybe we'll see a $30 Sand. If Bitcoin goes to 150K, I definitely think Sand's going to push up to 15 and quite possibly $30 as well. You have the 2.272, which is coming in about that $8-9 mark. So to give some more short-term price targets, what you can do is you take your Fibonacci, previous swing high, down to your swing low, and you can see we're starting to get back above the golden ratio, the 0.618. So if we get back above it, we hold that support. Higher likelihood you're going to come back up to where you started, and the 1.272 extension. And your impulsive wave target is always the 1.618, guys, which is coming in at about $14.05 for Sand. Do keep an eye on the RSI. If we come up and we create a higher high, but we create a lower high, we will be seeing a bearish divergence, as well as on the weekly time frame. You can see here you can see right here for Sam, we came all the way up to 91 on the weekly. So if we come up and we create a higher high, we will be creating a lower high on the weekly RSI. So do keep an eye on that. Here's an example, guys. So you can see right here, we created a high on the chart. We created a higher high, but we created a lower high on the RSI, and we saw a large correction, guys. I'll measure this correction for you guys for Sand. This was a correction of 81%. That was our massive correction over the summertime. So we do have to keep a close eye on those divergences for Sandbox. But in the short term, guys, do watch the golden ratio here. We are pushing above it, coming in at 656, could act as resistance, and then the 0.786, and these line up. I've lined them up with my take profit zone. So if I take my Fibonacci and you go swing high down to your wick low, you can see my take profit zones, they line up with the Fibonacci. 726 is right where the 0.786 is on the fib. All right, guys, so that's basically it for Sand. Incredible projects, metaverse to be invested in. I hope you guys bought the dip. I hope you guys were smart and loaded up dollar cost average into your metaverse projects on the dip. I definitely picked up a bunch of Sand, a bunch of Gala, as well as Decentraland for my investing positions, and then I'm also trading as well. If you want access to these DCA charts for Gala, Sand, Decentraland, Matic, Solana, Phantom, it's the price of a coffee, guys, and you get access to over 1,000 members talking all things crypto. You can sign up to the Patreon. If you want to trade with me, sign up to Bybit, up to $4,100 in bonuses right now. Check out crypto.com. You can follow me on IG if you like to, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love. Take care.